with a Wonder Woman, Ayesha Lari. She's a founder of Spreading Smile, a community building platform. And she's also a human resource expert. Welcome, Ayesha, to One
Thank you.
Academy.
Thank you very much, Prasanna.
It's a great pleasure to have you with us.
Likewise.
And Ayesha, I'm one of great fan of yours, and with your beautiful personality, I would say.
Thank you.
Here we would like to start with your personal profile today.
Okay. Like you rightly said, a Wonder Woman, I would say, because by profession, I'm a human resource person. By heart, I'm a humanitarian. So that's how I am working for my community building platform called Spreading Smiles. Also, I'm a wellness enthusiast. Basically, I want to work towards life in a way that, because it is a gift, it is a present to us by the Creator. So we should, and we are celebrating that.
That's a beautiful thought, I would say. Here I would like to ask, at the moment, there are a number of women who gets inspiration from Ayesha. Just like me, I would say. Who is source of inspiration for Ayesha? Where does Ayesha get inspiration?
Like I said, I'm a multifaceted person. Working and doing some volunteer work just to give my soul the food. Basically, my inspiration comes from my teachers, my bosses, and my dad. So my teacher Shanaz Minalla and Usman Ramzan, they are I would say, my life coaches. Then Brigadier Taimur Afzal Khan, who has developed me into a professional who drives with empathy and logic at the same time. And my dad, who has made me totally fearless. And since I'm coming from a family where we are 3 daughters, and we are being brought up as strong individuals, I would say. Not as boys, but as strong individuals who can take on life fearlessly, I would say.
Oh, that's great.
And then for my community building spirit, I would say ED Saab is my biggest inspiration, because it is beyond any caste, creed, religion, nationality. It is all about humanity.
Undoubtedly.
So, yeah,
you did a great work for the society.
Definitely.
Here I would like to ask, any challenging moment of your life?
Well, like any other person in this world, challenges are very much part of my life, but we call them adventures. And we like to sort of sail through them. And challenging moment can be many, but to name a couple of them would be one, when my parents, I lost my parents. That was a very big challenging part of my life. Also, when I was taking on my career. So, every day would be a new challenge to, you can say, prove yourself, to handle your things at home, and to take everything on board, I would say. But alhamdulillah, like I said, that if you take life with a positive mind, you can definitely do a lot of things. And since I was coming with a background of sports, I think that has really helped me in polishing my mindset in a totally positive mindset.
That's beautiful. Ayesha, यहाँ मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ, since you said that your parents raised 3 daughters,
yeah,
and they just converted those daughters into a very strong individuals, and which I can witness at the moment, I would say.
Yeah.
यहाँ मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि उनकी आपको raise करने में कोई ऐसी खास बात थी जो कि आप लोगों को बताना चाहे, because being a mother, sometimes you feel that you are getting failed on raising the kids.
Basically, हम जो सबसे बड़ा मैं इसमें अपने फादर को ज़्यादा क्रेडिट देती हूँ, क्योंकि मदर्स तो आप कह लेना ज़रा प्रोटेक्टिव ज़्यादा होती हैं या केयरफुल ज़्यादा होती हैं, प्रोटेक्टिव शायद फादर्स ही ज़्यादा होते हैं. But I got lucky because my dad was quite a chilled out person, and he has, rather both of them, they have instilled their values in us, and then they sort of let us be on our own. Like आपने उनको वैल्यू किसी बच्चे को दे दिया, और ये नहीं कि आप उसको हर बात पे टोक रहे हैं. जब आप एक बच्चे के अंदर आप उसका enthusiasm जगाते हैं, तो that is when the person flourishes in the true sense.
Undoubtedly. Yes.
और मैं अगर यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा बोलूँ तो बड़ी टिपिकल सी बात है हमारे यहाँ, एक बड़ा माइंडसेट है कि लड़कियाँ ये नहीं कर सकती, लड़कियाँ वो नहीं कर सकती, क्योंकि हम थे ही सारी तीनों बहनें ही थी, और वो हर कोई अपना अपना रोल पिकअप करता है. तो कुछ मेरा ऐसा था कि बस बाहर के सारे जितने भी काम करने, और वो बस मुझे कह दिया जाता था कि ये करना है, तो वो अक्सर मुझे असाइन करने से पहले भी मैं खुद भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले लेती थी. तो उस चीज़ ने ना, और कभी मेरे अब्बा ने रोका नहीं, डिस्पाइट द फैक्ट कि फैमिली से कहीं ना कहीं आपको पुश बैक मिलता है कि ओ जी बेटियों को यहाँ भेजें या वहाँ भेजें. In my professional career, I've traveled all across the world, I would say, places like Afghanistan and
Yes, it was
Vietnam.
when you discussed like on the cameras that you traveled to Afghanistan, and it must be a great adventure for you too.
Definitely, I went on I would say on a World Bank's assignment, but at the same time, it was a very good learning for me. I mean, how different nationalities are working, and I've traveled to few other places, and I've learned that हमारे पाकिस्तान में थोड़ा सा ज़रा लिमिट करते हैं, वरना दुनिया में हर चीज़. अब मैं जब वियतनाम गई तो वहाँ मैंने देखा कि 90+ विमेन जो थे वो काम करते जा रहे थे, और रात में भी 2 बजे भी ख़वातीन आपको काम करते हुए नज़र आई थी. It was difficult to see men in that country, and I got so inspired by their spirit that they are totally working hard. So
Okay, here I would like to know that since I said that you're a human resource expert too, so what is important, managerial skill or leadership?
Well, like everything is important in life, both are important, but to me personally, leadership is more important. And it doesn't mean that everybody will become a leader if they get a position. So the true sense of leadership is role modeling. That is what I've been taught. That is what I have seen my role model doing himself, and that is how I am doing it. The more responsibility you take, the more leadership qualities would evolve, the more you can give out to your team.
What is your take on human resource development in Pakistan?
Okay, so well, it's a very generic and a very broad spectrum question, I would say. Very debatable at the same time. In the past 2 decades, I would say, since I've seen in my career that the growth is very much there with all its challenges, that so the difference is basically between the nationally led organizations, or you can say family businesses, and I mean in comparison to the multinationals. So they are getting their policies and procedures majorly from abroad. We have to sort of re-engineer ourselves, we have to evaluate ourselves. The shift in mentality is definitely there, with a lot of challenge at the same time. There's still a big room of improvement in terms of the real essence of HR. It is not only that it is a subjective area, or it is a very I mean you can say black and white area, but the point is people are developing themselves in this area, and this field can do a lot more by serving the business.
जी, well said, Ayesha, well said. यहाँ मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ, spreading smile. What is the idea behind spreading smiles?
Well, actually, Spreading Smile is basically a group of people, I would say, hundreds of volunteers um, who are together with a very simple goal or purpose to bring smiles on the people who are less fortunate in life and where life is not very comfortable for them. So in any way, like by providing them anything to enabling them for their own, sources, we work, we visit different old homes, we are engaged with different orphanages where we are working towards development of the children in this way that, we sort of engage in a way where we subtly train the youngsters, the youth, that life can be beautiful, life can be positive just by fixing your mindset. And we go visit them, we celebrate different moments with them, we spend different times with them, and that's how we are working towards building this community and to make it comfortable for a lot of people. Like old homes पे मैं especially यहाँ पर बात करना चाहूँगी that it was a little difficult for me to absorb the fact that even in Pakistan, a community or a country, I would say, where
old homes are increasing, I would say.
Very much. I am rather not very pleasantly surprised, but well, in many ways it is a good way that people who are not very supported by their families in their old ages, they are they have a shelter out there now. The number of old homes are increasing every year, every month, every day, I would say. At the same time, आप ये भी देखें, उसका एक पॉजिटिव, हर चीज़ की ज़िंदगी में एक पॉजिटिव साइड है, तो इसकी मेरी समझ से पॉजिटिव साइड है कि वो अपनी सेम एज ग्रुप में चले जाते हैं, उनके पास बहुत सारी चीज़ें, कुछ काम करने को भी मिल जाता है, सो वो एक अच्छी बात है. At the same time, yes, still I would like to say that I'm not very comfortable with the fact that how can people leave their parents in the old homes. कुछ तो चलो ठीक है, जेन्युइन नहीं है किसी का, बट बहुत सारे लोग हमें ऐसे भी मिलते हैं जो जिनके फैमिली मेंबर्स, बच्चे, फैमिली छोड़ के.
Yes, Ayesha, very correct, I would say कि कैसे लोग अपने पेरेंट्स को ओल्ड होम्स में भेज देते हैं. मुझे यकीन है कि लोग आपकी इस थॉट को ज़रूर इसके ऊपर फोकस करेंगे एंड ओल्ड होम्स का जो नंबर इंक्रीज हो रहा है वो डिक्रीजिंग की तरफ जाएगा. अनडाउटेडली यू आर डूइंग अ ग्रेट वर्क एंड यू आर वर्किंग फॉर अ ग्रेट कॉज. मैं प्रे करती हूँ कि आपको अल्लाह ताला हिम्मत दे और आप इसी तरह काम करती रहें. अब हम यहाँ पे कुछ आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स क्वेश्चंस करते हैं. डिफाइन सक्सेस.
Define success. Okay. To me, success is becoming comfortable with your own self, right?
Happiness for you.
Happiness for me. Happiness is when you are free of your thoughts,
yes,
of your feelings, of your emotions. That's happiness for me. And when you are giving out to people.
Any idea that changed Ayesha's life?
Well, to me, everything and everyone will leave this world eventually. Then why to be very rigid or, clingy towards things? Be in the flow, be like water, sail through it.
Beautiful, Ayesha. I'm really inspired by your thoughts today.
Thank you.
At the end, any message for the women entrepreneurs?
Women entrepreneurs, please do not limit yourself. Number one, there's a world out there. If you think that you want to do something, just do it. Do not sort of think again and again and again that how will I do it. Since I am coming with a background of sports, I love Nike and the slogan just do it, just do it.
Ayesha, since you're representative of youth, I would say, so any message for youth?
Definitely. My message to my youth would be to follow perseverance with passion. Do not be lazy. Remove laziness from your mind and body. Procrastination is your biggest enemy. Come out of your comfort zones and just do it.
Thank you very much, Ayesha. It was a great conversation.
Thank you.